Hey, it's Tony talking car biz. Hey, check it out. 2023 Toyota Highlander, our very first one. This is an XLE Highlander. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and dive inside and check out the interior. Be sure and look at the end of this video for the exterior overview. But for today, let's dive in and check it out. Okay, let's get started on the driver's door. So if you've never seen my videos before, basically what I'm going to do is go through the vehicle and just tell you what all the switches are, talk about some of the styling features. So on the driver's door, this is pretty much an all black trim with Soft-Tech fabric, padded fabric here. There's a satin finished door handle. There's a B right there. There's a piece of trim here, satin finish. Auto up and down on all four windows, power door locks, power mirrors. There's a bottle holder and a pocket here in the door, and then a speaker down there in the door. They also have a nice puddle light down there, so if you're getting in at night, you're not stepping in the puddles. You can see that. Really nice low entry getting into the Highlander, so if you're having problems with your knees or getting up into high places, or even if you have little kids, look at how wide that back door is. Really easy to get in and out because it sits so low to the ground. Now, as far as features on the driver's side, we've got a 10-way power driver's seat with power lumbar support, 8-way power passenger seat, no lumbar support on the passenger seat. And then your seats, these are a black Soft-Tech fabric seat, really pretty darn comfortable with a height adjustable headrest and a height adjustable seat belt. It does have side impact airbags that are actually built in the seat, so the airbags move with the seat for optimum positioning. Forgive my shadow, I just can't get out of the sun. Over on the dashboard, there's 4 of these vents. They've got a new style here on the from 2022. This is more of a gunmetal gray painted metallic trim, so that's a little bit different. The dashboard is still Soft-Tech fabric, it's still padded, it's still stitched, so that's really cool. Trip meter, dimmer switch for your dash light right here. Automatic high beams, so you can actually set it up to automatically raise and lower your headlights for oncoming traffic. We do have the automatic engine start and stop, which can save you a little bit of fuel economy. Tailgate release for the power tailgate, and then there's a storage cubby down here. We do have a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. It's not power, but you can move it up and down, in and out. Way down here is the gas door release, your hood release, dead pedal brake, and your accelerator pedal right where you'd expect them. Let's go ahead and jump inside and check out the interior. Behind the wheel of the XLE trim, it really does hit all the sweet spots in terms of features, comfort, convenience, and such. There is a lot of leg room and shoulder room. This one does have the power sliding moonroof, so that takes away a little bit of headroom, but I still think 6-footers are going to be just fine inside of here. By the way, here's the leg room, or the leg room for the driver's side. Now, I'm a little on the short side. I'm 5'7". I'm just going to move this seat all the way down, all the way back, and I could not drive the Highlander with the seat all the way back like this. So if you're a 6-footer, I think you're going to be perfectly fine behind here. If you're a 7-footer, you might have a challenge. So leather wrap steering wheel, fingertip controls for your cruise controls, dynamic radar cruise control settings are here, lane departure on and off is here, driver's side airbag, and then fingertip controls on this side for the sound system, Bluetooth connectivity and voice activation for your smartphone. Up on the side of the steering wheel here, headlight controls. We have auto on and off, as well as the automatic high beams. And then this switch right here is for your fog lights on and off. And then as we swing the steering wheel this way, that's where we find the wiper controls for the front, intermittent wipers. And then there's also rear washer wiper as well, and that's on the end right there. As far as the gauge cluster goes, it's a really nice setup on here. So it's kind of a chronograph style gauge cluster, tach and temperature here, speedometer, fuel gauge on that side, gas door is going to be on the driver's side, and then there's a 7-inch computer screen or information center in the middle here with the digital clock, outside temperature, and then using these controls right here, you can toggle through some of the other settings like your trip computer, driving support, outside. You can set up your audio system in here. So a lot of great features. Of course, you've got tire pressure monitoring. Toyota does not skimp on safety features, and the Highlander is no exception for that. Take a look over at our center stack and console. Now this one's been upgraded to the larger 12.3 center, infotainment center, if you will. That's an extra charge on the XLE, and that comes in at $735, I believe. Take a look below for the price. What they did for 2023 is now Toyota does all of their own software development. And so this is all new for Toyota. And what's really interesting about it is they don't have any buttons. It's all touchscreen. The only button is the volume, which is way over here. And maybe they put it over there so the passenger could turn the volume up and down. The driver does have fingertip controls over here. But that just seemed a little odd. I just noticed that you'd almost think that it would be over on this side, so kind of odd. It's a stretch. Don't know if I like that. I prefer the knobs compared to the steering wheel, personal preference, but let me know in the comments what you think. I've never seen a stereo with the volume button way over there. It's also the on and off switch. Now, this one's already sold, so I don't want to monkey with setting up the settings and such on here, but I did want to point out that navigation's not standard. This one does have an upgraded 8-speaker sound system. You have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Alexa compatible, Sirius satellite radio, and then the new unit has wireless Apple CarPlay now, so you don't have to plug in your phone to get Apple CarPlay. It's all wireless. Same with Android Auto. Vents down here, 4-way flashers are here. This whole section is your heating and air conditioning. You do have heated front seats. They're not ventilated. Front window defrost, front window de-icer, rear window defrost with heated outside mirrors. So you turn on your rear window defrost, gets the ice off the outside mirrors. And then we do have dual temperature climate control, or dual passenger climate control. So this is actually a 3-way heating and air conditioning system. Front driver, front passenger, and then the rear seat passengers have their own heating and air conditioning controls. Heated seat on the passenger side over here. The new 2023 edition does have wireless charging down here, so you can just drop your phone there if it's a wireless charging device, and away you go. Over on this side, there's a storage cubby right there, just a place to throw odds and ends. Way down here, you've got 2 USB-Cs, a traditional USB, a 12-volt, and then there's another one under the armrest. I'll show you that in just a minute. As far as features down through this area here, we've got, this is an 8-speed automatic transmission, leather-wrapped shifter, 2 cup holders surrounded by that satin finish chrome, same here. I did want to throw it in reverse so you can see the backup camera and see how that looks. So this is a new view for 2023, pretty darn clear. I noticed here on the XLE trim it does not have path projection. I think some of the upper models do have that, but it is pretty clear and pretty easy to see. And then as we move further down here, we've got our drive modes. So we've got an Eco, Normal, and Sport. Just changes the way the transmission shifts to give you different types of performance. Electronic parking brake, brake hold, traction control on and off, and then we've got a snow mode as well that helps with moving through the snow, of course. Take a quick look at our center console. So this looks like it opens up like a lid, but it doesn't. It's actually like a rolled top desk. It's a nice soft padded surface, but then when you open it, it rolls back into the back here. There's a little odds and ends tray up on the top. Let me throw a little light down in there so you can see. So in here it's quite deep, and there is a 12-volt outlet right here as well. So up front there's a total of 5 different places to plug in, plus wireless charging for your smartphone. Take a look on the passenger side, same thing we saw over here on the driver's side. There's a passenger assist grip up there. There's overhead vanity mirrors, lighted vanity mirrors, and then these do come out and they do slide on both driver and front passenger. Overhead, we've got a couple overhead lights, reading lights, safety connect, so this button is for roadside assistance, power moonroof We can open it here, tilt it open, and of course you can open it all the way up if you want as well. And then as far as your rear view mirror, this is an automatic dimming mirror, and it has garage door openers underneath here for home link, so you can program up to 3 different remote devices for the garage door. So they have made some minor changes in terms of the interior. This is different. Last year it was more like a carbon fiber style look. Of course the software is all new for the head unit here, but still a great vehicle. Lots of features that hit, as I say, all the sweet spots. Locking glove box, nice big glove box, and of course you get the owner's manuals as well. The amount of legroom up in the front seat is really great too. So let's go ahead and jump in the back seat. So jumping into the back seat, there's only one thing different on the back doors compared to the front, and that's this right here. This is a retractable shade that you can pull up. Of course those windows are tinted, but if you have a little one in the car seat, that can be really helpful. Also wanted to show you how big this door opens back here. I mentioned before how low it is to the ground, but the opening's quite large. So if you are loading and unloading car seats, this is going to be awesome. Lots of leg room. That's the one thing that the Highlander brings to the table. Plenty of room inside. This does have the fold down rear seat also. Let me just pop that up, bring this forward, and give you just a quick look from here. So that seat folds down 100%, 60%, 40%. I'll go in through the back here in just a minute and show you all those features, but I did want to show you that you can actually seat 3 people there, 2 here for 5, and 2 up front for a total of 7. And I think for the most part everybody's going to have plenty of leg room and very comfortable. Let's sit down here. Now on the inside, I mentioned up in the front that you have 3 heating and air conditioning systems in here, and you really do. So for the back seat passengers, they've got automatic temperature control down here, and they can set up their own heating and air conditioning controls. And then there's 2 USB ports down there on the bottom to plug stuff in. Those are USB-Cs. Sorry, my light's flashing. And then as far as legroom, I mentioned before, take a look at that. Plenty of it. Also, there's a pocket on this seat and a pocket on this seat, both sides. Overhead, we've got some reading lights. We've got some vents, passenger assist grips, handles I should say. Folding armrest on both of these back seats. These do recline back. They also slide forward for more or less legroom. And then right in the middle, 2 cup holders and an odds and ends tray. So very comfortable back here. I don't feel crowded at all. I think you're going to be able to fit 2 adults in the second row very comfortably, 3 children in the back row. Let's jump in the trunk. So the XLE edition does have a power lift gate. There's a little button here, or you can use your keyless remote to open and close that. It opens up nice and high out of your way. There's a storage compartment underneath here, and also your jack and your toolkit's going to be under there as well. I've got those seats up. I just wanted to show you that, and then I'll fold them down in just a moment. But before I do that, there's also another hidden little storage compartment right over here. Just put this lid on top and stash it away. There's also hooks back here for grocery bags or a cargo net, something like that. It does have a cargo net. It's over there on the ground. And so you've got a 60 or 40% or 100% fold down on these seats. Pretty easy to do. Just grab this little handle right here, fling it forward, and away you go. And you can see it's quite a ways up inside there with that opening between the seats. If you need to haul something long like snow skis, that's going to work well for that. There are cup holders on this side. There's a cargo hook on this side as well. There's rear seat vents up there for your back seat passengers. And then of course you can also drop this one down. I do like the fact that when you push it down, the headrests drop down by themselves, like so. So a lot of nice cargo room there. But then to bring it up, it's not too hard. There's a strap right here. Just lift this up, pull it back, and away you go. There's a third headrest back here also, by the way. So really a lot of functionality for this. So if you don't want to go minivan but you need cargo, you need passenger room, the 2023 Highlander is a great choice. So that's a quick interior overview on the 2023 Toyota Highlander XLE 4-cylinder turbo. Boy, that's a mouthful. Hey, if you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And then watch for the exterior video, link at the end of this video. This is Tony talking car biz. Thanks for watching.